This is how sick these freaks are. Now, this is an old couple. And again, like I said before, it doesn't matter the age. It doesn't matter, if they're single, if they are, you know, whatever. These people are participating in sex magic. They're participating in rituals and very dark and seedy religious beliefs that is associated with their belief systems that stems from the Freemasonry, Eastern Star, being a witch, Wiccan, whatever, sick and dark, very psychopathic system that they are associated with. Now, when I first walked up over here, this couple was sitting behind me here at this table, and they were eating. They placed themselves over here because they knew that I was going to come over here. I come over here every now and then to sit if I'm in this location. And never mind the fact that these people are using scientific and medical tools like EKG to read your vitals in your brain so that they can map your locations. It's very intricate, but this is the type of shit that they do. And this is the type of things that they are doing. Anyway, so when I position myself behind these people where they could not see me, as you can see, I'm behind this pole. They got in their car, and now she's pretending for the last 5 or 10 minutes to be sitting on the phone so she could sit there and watch me with the door open. This is the kind of crazy, weird, desperate bullshit that these people do every day. Now, one of the reasons why they're doing this is because when I'm sleeping, these people are doing things to me to try to put me under mind control. They're sexually assaulting me. They are drugging me with different types of drugs. And they are doing things to my body to try to hinder me, and also to try to be in a position where they can use my essence, use the things that they're extracting from me for their benefit. Because that's how witches, sorcerers, and warlocks operate. And they are very, very real, and they do exist, and you see them every day coming out trying to look normal. Most of the doctors and nurses that you go to get your medical assistance are witches and warlocks. Trust and believe. They work with blood. They work with organs. They work with things of that nature. Trust and believe. They are participating in these very nefarious things. So you have to be very, 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 very mindful of these people when you go into these facilities and you're willingly allowing yourself to be dissected, which is essentially what's going on. You're being dissected, and they're taking things from your body and using that shit. This is not conspiracy theory. There was just I was watching a video the other day about a nurse who was talking about how she witnessed mothers coming into the hospital and having healthy babies and being told that the babies died, and the babies are being stolen and taken to these facilities where they are purchased by witches and warlocks, sorcerers, who then murder the children for their body parts. This is happening. This is a very real thing. So when you go into a hospital to have a baby, you have no idea how much danger you're in. When you go into the hospital, period, you have no idea what danger you're in. The lies that they tell you about your illnesses, the lies they tell you about why they want to take certain body parts from you. You think it's a coincidence that Black women are the only women who are diagnosed with fibroids? Statistically speaking, Black women are the only women who are aggressively diagnosed with fibroids. And when they get diagnosed with a fibroid, the first thing they want to do is take out the uterus. Now, if you really do your research on the uterus and start trying to figure out what a uterus is, and then, wow, surprise, fast forward to today, where these fake ass men who are pretending to be women are claiming they're going to one day be able to have a false womb placed in their body so they can carry children. Where do you think they're getting that from? Perhaps could it be the uterus that they just stole from some other woman, saying that he had to take her whole female reproductive system out because she had a fibroid? So for those of you who are trying to be skeptical and say that these things are not happening, and oh my God, that's just too orchestrated, that's just too dark, too demonic, that's because these people are demonic, they are dark, and this is how they have been able to sustain their lifestyles. This is how they've been able to sustain the things that they are doing. They're doing it right up under your nose, right in your face. I can remember going into the doctor's offices and them taking, 8 and 9 vials, large vials of blood from me. Acting like they're going to run tests on me, and then they come back and say the only test that they ran was a thyroid test. And then asking me, what is my beauty regimen? Because I couldn't possibly be as old as I say I am. I got that a lot. And why do you think they're asking these kinds of questions? So you can go ahead and continue to be blind if you want to, going up in these doctor's offices thinking that it's some normal act. You think in the first century, second century, with all this advancements and all the amazing things that were taking place, that were built, like the pyramids, you think they had hospitals? Blood bank? Plasma. And for all you dumbass Christians, what did the Bible say? For those of you who believe in Satan, what did Satan say he was going to do when he was thrown down to the earth? What did he begin doing? I'll wait. See, in the scriptures it says, I'm going to separate my seed from your seed. How do you separate a seed from another seed if you're mixing blood? How do you accomplish that? So when the Nephilim came down, when the fallen angels came down in the Bible, according to the scriptures, they began interacting, I'll say, with the women, corrupting the blood, corrupting the seed. Now you got people voluntarily giving up their blood, giving up their life's force. This is what the scripture says your blood is. The life force. Only to turn around and give it to somebody else so they can be walking around with part of your body, a very essential part of your body, inside themselves. Let's just say the soul is attached to the blood, which is what the scriptures say. So now this individual has your soul. Anybody familiar with soul ties? For all you Christians that, want to believe that these things are not legitimate, they're not real, and, this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 you're going to learn. You're going to learn. You're going to learn. I don't know why you insist on learning the hard way, Trey, but you going to learn today.